Well, regardless of that uncertainty, the UK is working to lead an international initiative, including South Korea, to reopen the Strait of Hormuz to shipping. Our foreign affairs correspondent Oh Soo-young covers this effort.
Britain is pushing to move forward on international efforts to reopen the Strait of Hormuz as concern grows over the prolonged disruption to one of the world's most important oil shipping routes. On Tuesday, The Guardian reported London has offered to host a security conference on reopening the strait. The summit could be held in London or at a naval headquarters in Portsmouth, with the aim of building a broader coalition and enough momentum to open a safe route when the time is right. The defence official cited by the paper made clear the effort under discussion is not for the height of the fighting, but for after major combat has eased. Sitting above the strategic waterway, Iran has effectively closed Hormuz to all but approved vessels, while the United States has pressured its partners to help reopen the strait militarily, which key allies have rejected. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte has said allies are discussing how best to reopen the strait without announcing any immediate deployment. A UK-led joint statement last week has now expanded to 30 signatory countries, including South Korea, Australia and the United Arab Emirates. The updated British government text says they're ready to support appropriate efforts to ensure safe passage and welcome countries already engaged in preparatory planning.
Right now, most countries are trying not to appear as though they'll join U.S. military operations. They're aiming for some kind of arrangement with Iran through negotiations to secure safe passage. So statements like this are just enough to signal that they're not all opposed to the U.S. That seems to be the guiding principle and the limit of most countries' actions.
Seoul, for its part, has been sustaining diplomacy. In his call with Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi on Monday, South Korean Foreign Minister Cho Hyun called on Tehran to halt attacks on civilians and civilian facilities in Gulf states, and to ensure safe navigation through the Strait of Hormuz. On Tuesday, he also held talks with Oman and Kuwait on energy supply, economic security, and the safety of South Korean nationals and vessels in the region. Cho is expected to continue those discussions in France, where he is attending the expanded session of the Group of 7 Foreign Ministers meeting of 2026, while also holding bilateral talks with key counterparts. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.